Hey, welcome to MATLAB Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're going to play Citadels 2016 edition.
It's the new edition.
New edition.
Okay. So Citadels is designed by Bruno Fatucci, published by Windrider Games and Asmodee. It is kind of a bluffing city building game that plays 2 to 8 players, about 30 to 60 minutes.
Yep, sounds good. So let's take it to the table and we'll show you how it plays. All right, and welcome to the table. So here we have Citadels set up for 2 players. We will quickly go through the setup, and then we'll start playing.
Okay.
All right, so this is a 2-player setup, so it's slightly different than the larger setups. For 2 players, you pick 8 different roles out of the 9, and the only thing you really have to worry about is the number 4 role, which you can't use. I believe it's one. I think it's the Monarch. It's one of them, and it tells you on the card that you shouldn't use it for anything less than 3 players.
Right.
So you either need to be the King or the Patrician. So for this one, we chose the Patrician. So I've taken all the role chips or tokens out and laid them across, and these are going to be important for us so that we remember
Our roll call.
Yeah, when we do our roll call, because not all of the roles are going to be active each round. That's going to change. So for this playthrough, we've chosen, what is this one called? The Illustrious... so there's certain different setups in the book that tell you... What
did we do?
Illustrious
Emissaries.
Emissaries. So this one's a less confrontational setup as far as the roles go. But there is still some interaction with these.
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be some. But the book recommends this setup for the less confrontational. It's more, I guess, more focused on the building.
More focused on building and gaining resources. And stuff,
so I think that for us, that fits more of our play style better. But so to quickly go over the roles we've chosen, and you take 1 from each number basically, and you could take any ones you want. It really doesn't matter.
Right.
So we've chosen the Witch, the Spy. So what the Witch does is she gathers resources, she calls a character she wishes to bewitch, and then put your turn on hold. So you actually call a character. So when you reveal the Witch, you're going to say, oh, I choose the Seer. Put your turn on hold, and if somebody's the Seer, they're going to collect their resources, and then you actually will finish their turn for them. So you bewitch them. So it's kind of like stealing somebody's turn. Spy gets the name of district type and look at another player's hand. For each card of that type, take 1 of their gold and gain a card, which is really nice. The Seer, randomly take 1 card from each player's hand and add it to yours, and give each player you took a card from 1 card from your hand. So you're exchanging cards. But she also gets to build up to 2 districts. That's her special ability. The Patrician, so always the number 4 card is sort of like the king card.
Nobility, yeah.
Yeah, so they always take the crown, and in this game, the lead player or the crown player never switches hands unless somebody takes the role of the number 4, which in this case will be the Patrician. So this role also gets to gain 1 card for each of the noble districts you've built. So the districts actually come in a number of different flavors. There's a noble, a religious, a trade, a military, and a unique. So there are certain uniques in here that also go for this setup that the book also tells you. So it gives you a number of good setups. Number 5 is the Bishop. The rank 8 character, in this case would be the Diplomat, cannot use your abilities on your districts if you take the role of the Bishop that round. And you gain a gold for each of your religious districts. The Merchant, you gain 1 extra gold, and you also gain 1 gold for each of your trade districts. Scholar, draw 7 cards. Choose 1 to keep and then shuffle the rest back in the deck, and she can build up to 2 districts because you're normally only allowed to build 1 on your turn. And the Diplomat is the number 8 role, so you will exchange 1 of your districts for another player's districts, giving them gold equal to the difference in their cost, and you also gain 1 gold for each of your military districts. So those are the 8 roles we've chosen, and there's going to be a certain way that we actually do role selection and draft in this game with 2 players. It's slightly different. We each start out with 2 gold. The oldest player gets the crown, so I've opted to take it. Take 1 for the team, so I'll have that. And we're going to get ready to get started here. All right, so one last thing. I've shuffled in all the district cards. So this has got just about everything, the special district cards. So this has everything in it. It's ready to go. But we each get 4 cards to start. And this will be our starting hand. And now we can get to the draft. So let me go over scoring real quick so you know what we're going for here. And we're basically building a city. and the player with the most points at the end of the game wins, right? Normally you would build 7 districts, and when you get to 7 districts, you finish the round, and then the game's over. In a 2-player game, we are actually going to build up to 8 districts, and then the game that'll signal end game. So this is a very quick moving game. We're going to get a point per coin on our district, so the district value. We're going to get 3 points for having at least 1 district of each type. So again, there's 5 different types. So we'll get 3 points for having 1 of each. We'll get 4 points for the first player who completed their city. So the first one to get 8 districts built will get 4 points bonus. Then you get 2 points for any other player who completed the city. So the second player to complete their city gets 2 points. And then any extra points from your unique districts. And unique districts will have certain scoring opportunities depending on what district you get. So that's it. The turn order basically goes, the first thing you do is you gather resources, which you either get 2 gold from the bank, or you'll draw 2 district cards, keep 1, discard 1 to the bottom, and then you can build 1 building. And you can use your character ability, which is typically at any time during your turn. It could be either before you do that,
it's specified,
or it'll specify it if you can't. We start with 2 gold, 4 cards, we're ready to go. So let's go to the draft. So what I do is I will shuffle these up, and at random, because I'm the crowned player, so I will shuffle. I'll even let you pick it out. It doesn't matter. Okay. So pick 1, and that's going to go face down over here. So we're not going to know what roll is actually not going to be in play yet. And this basically sets it up so Francis does not know what I've taken. So now I get to choose 1 roll, and then I pass it. So what do I want to be here? I think I'll probably... This is so interesting.
So many options.
I'll probably choose this one for now.
Okay.
And I will pass the stack.
All right. So now I have an opportunity to look. All right.
So you burn 1 and you take 1. I burn 1 and take 1. And then, interesting. Take 1. Burn 1. Pass these. She'll take 1 and burn 1.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Are you sure?
I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to look at your rolls, just so you know, and as the crown player, I'm going to start basically going down the line and calling out. So do we have a witch?
No.
We don't. Do we have a spy?
Nope.
Do we have a seer?
Nope.
Do we have a patrician?
I'm sure we do.
And we do. So I've chosen a patrician.
Anthony's favorite thing to do is to take the king card.
And keep the crown.
Every time.
All game long. So I now get to take my turn. So first thing I can do, I could take the crown, which I have already, and I gain 1 card for each of my noble districts, but I don't have any districts built yet. So I can either take 2 gold from the bank, or I can draw a card. And what I think I'll do is take 2 gold from the bank, and now I can build 1 district. So I will build, for 2 gold, the market.
Okay.
And that ends the patrician's turn. So do we have a bishop?
We do.
We do.
All right. Bishop.
So you are the bishop.
I am the bishop. All right. So I will take 2 gold.
2 gold.
Thank you. And I will build a temple.
The temple.
The temple.
For
Legends
1
of the
gold.
Hidden Temple. For 1 gold. And then I'll use his ability, which is gain 1 gold for each of your religious districts. So I will take that gold back.
All right.
Okay.
And do we have a merchant?
Oh, we do.
We do.
Whoa. All right. I guess we'll do that. So I'll build a tavern for 1.
Well, you got to do your resource first. Do
oh,
you want
yeah.
cards or gold?
Oh, you know what?
And you
I
get
want-
extra gold this round. from her.
I do?
She gets 1 extra
Oh,
gold.
she does. All right, I'll take gold.
So you'll get 3 gold then.
I'll get 3 gold. And then what I'll do actually is build this instead. So I'll build the town hall.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5 gold.
Yep.
I'm going to give you 4.
All right.
Because I get 1 gold for each of my trade districts.
Okay.
So it's effectively.
All right.
something.
Now we move on. Do we have a scholar?
Nope.
We do.
I wanted that.
So I can draw 7 cards to choose one to keep. And what
I
do
really
I
wanted
want
that one.
here? Choose one to keep.
I feel like you're going to keep taking those same 2 people the whole game. And it's going to be really annoying.
Maybe. All game long.
Okay.
Well, let me get my gold first. And I think I will choose. Maybe I'll choose this one.
Okay.
And these get shuffled back into the deck. So I can build up to 2 districts this round if I choose, which is nice.
That is nice. Are you going to do that?
I don't think I can afford to.
Mm.
So I think I'm just going to build for 3 gold a monastery. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
So I'm done. You're
Alright.
done. That ends the round.
All right.
So simple enough. We turn all of our cards back in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still the crown player.
You are.
So I will shuffle these up.
You love to wear the crown.
I do. I like to be the crown player. So choose one to burn. And I will choose something interesting. I will take you. There you go.
All right. That's
Alright. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'll take this one.
Do you
I'll
just fine?
burn that one. Yep.
Okay.
You're good?
Yep.
Alright, do we have a witch?
No.
Do we have a spy?
Nope.
Do we have a seer?
Not here.
We do. So randomly take 1 card from the other player's hand. Take this one. Great. And I give you 1 in return?
Yeah, do I get to pick mine or do you have to give it to me?
No, they give each player 1. Each player you took a card from 1 card back from my hand. Alright, I'll give you this one. And I can build up to 2 districts.
Is that how that works?
Yep, I can give you back any card I took, even the one I took. It explains that in the book, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to take my 2 gold from the bank.
You didn't like my tavern?
I didn't like it at all, actually. And I am going to forego building this round, so. Do we have a patrician?
No.
Nope. Bishop?
Nope.
Merchant? Yep. So, I'm going to take 2 gold. I get 1 extra from my trade district. And I get 1 extra because she gets 1 extra. And for 6 gold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to build
so much?
the School of Magic. How?
You got 4.
I took 2 gold,
Mm-hmm.
then I took 1 extra,
then
and
you
1
got
extra.
one.
So I had
Okay.
4. I had 2 here. So
The School of Magic.
yeah, for abilities that gain resources from your district, the School of Magic counts as that district type of
Yeah,
your
that's good.
choice. Very, very good.
Cool.
So she's done. Do we have a scholar?
Yes.
All right, so you get 7 cards, right?
Yep.
Go ahead, check it out. You get to keep 1 of those cards. Anything good?
Yeah. gonna shuffle this back in for me.
I will. All right. Did you want to take money?
I will
or-
take money.
All right. Here's $2.
Thank you. And I can build up to 2 districts.
Yep.
I'm too poor to build 2 districts.
Okay.
Hmm. I think I'll. Alright, I'm gonna build this tavern for 1.
All right.
Okay.
Do we have a diplomat?
Yeah.
All right. So
We do.
what do you do?
Alright, so I can exchange. What do I do? Alright, I'm gonna hold off on that for right now. I'm gonna take the 2 gold.
Mm-hmm.
1 gold for each military, just don't have military. But I will build a park.
Ooh.
So if there are no cards in your hand at the end of your turn, gain 2 cards.
You have
So
no
there's
cards
all
left?
6. No,
Oh.
I have 1 card left.
All right.
And I don't have any military districts, and I have no money
Okay.
to actually pay for anything you have, so.
So you can't do it.
Can't do
You
that.
really wanted to get that out, huh? That park? All right. So I keep the crown.
There's slim pickings at the end of that deck.
I know. All right. So go ahead and take one. And let's see what I can do here. Your turn. I'm kind of broke.
Broke is a joke.
Yeah. All right. What have you given me here? That. Need more money.
No money. Alright, we are ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a witch?
No.
Do we have a spy?
Nope.
Do we have a seer?
Yes.
We do.
I do. And I will take the cash.
Okay, you get $2.
Thanks.
What's your ability?
Randomly take 1 card from each player's hand and add it to yours, and give a player.
Do you want to take
same
randomly
thing.
one of my cards?
I do.
All right.
And then I get to give you 1 back.
Any card,
Any card?
even the one you took.
Yeah, I'll just give it back to you. And I can't afford to build anything, so
You
that's
can't.
really not good at all.
All right, so that's it for the seer. Do we have a patrician?
No.
We do. Indeed, we do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take $2 for my resource. I'm going to build the manor for $3. And now I gain 1 card for each noble district, so I actually can gain 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1, 2, because my School of Magic acts as any district.
Cool.
Wow, okay. And that's it, and I get the crown.
Okay.
Do we have a bishop?
No.
Yes, we do.
What's so funny?
I'm going to take gold, so I'm going to take 2 gold,
Uh-huh.
and I get 2 more because the School of Magic acts as a religious district.
Why you get 2?
Because 1 for him, for any religious district,
Mm-hmm.
and that acts as a religious district.
Oh, you got 2 for him as like his income.
I got 2 for
Yeah,
income, and
okay.
then that. So
You're such a cheater.
I cheat.
You have that 1 powerful card.
It's very, very powerful. So I'm gonna not build anything.
Okay.
So that's it for me. Do we have a merchant?
Indeed.
We do. All right.
We do. So I get an extra gold.
So you take 3 gold?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I want all gold.
All gold.
I
All
want
right.
all
So
the
3 gold.
All the gold.
And you get 1 gold for each trade district.
Which
So you
I have
actually
2.
get 2. Wow.
I know. So I've got money now.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. And I'm gonna build the barracks. And I'll move these up a little bit. I
All
think.
right.
For 3. 1, 2, 3. You can put that in the bank, please.
Okay.
And I get 2 cards because I have no cards left in my hand.
At the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's it?
Yep.
Perfect. So let us set up for the next hand. Getting close here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pick one. Pick one. What do I want to be this round? Oh my. Let me go with that one. Oh my.
Can you put your cards back like a little bit?
Oh, you don't want to cheat?
I don't really want to cheat. Like you.
Oh.
Ew.
Huh. I guess I'll do this one. I'll do that. All set?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, do we have a witch?
Nope.
No witch. Spy.
Do.
We have a spy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
spy.
Okay, what are you going to do?
All right. So I can name a district type and look at another player's hand.
Mm-hmm.
For each card of that type, take 1 of his gold and gain 1 card.
Okay.
I choose military.
Womp, womp,
Womp,
womp.
womp, womp. All right. Okay, well, I'll just take his 2 gold then.
Okay.
Thank you.
I wish I had a military card.
I know.
I haven't drawn one yet.
Yeah.
You have a lot of gold going on over there. I don't like this.
All right. I'm gonna take $5
That's big.
and build the smithy.
Ooh. That's another special district.
Yep. It allows
Oh.
me once per turn to pay 2 gold and gain 3 cards.
That's great. All right. Do we have a patrician?
Do we?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Do we have a bishop?
Do you?
We don't. We do. Let's pretend we didn't see that. All right.
Look on your face.
Gain 1 gold for each. All right. So I'm going to take. Do I want gold or cards? I'm going to take cards. So I get
Okay.
to draw 2 and keep 1. I think we'll go with that. And this one goes in the bottom of the deck. All right. So now I get to gain 1 gold for each of my religious districts. I get 2 because I'm a school of magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I will build the barracks for 3 gold.
Oh, so you did get a military card. That's good.
Finally.
At long last.
At long last. All right. Do we have a merchant?
We do.
All
Of
right.
course we do. I'll take gold. So I'll get 3, and then I'll get 2 extra, so I'll get 5.
Where do you get 3 from?
I get 2, plus she gets 1 extra.
Oh,
And then I get 1 for
3
each of my trade
and
districts.
2 is 5. Oh, big money. All right.
And I will build the Haunted Quarter.
Ooh, what does that give
$2.
me?
At the end of the game, the Haunted Quarter counts as any one district type of my choice.
Oh, that's cool. All right, and then we have a scholar. So
A gentleman and a scholar.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to take gold, obviously, before I go into that.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'll look at my 7.
Your son.
My Sven. And decide what I want to build here. Okay, so I could 2, 3, 4, 5. Yikes.
Oh, I actually need to draw 2 cards,
Why? Oh, because you
which
didn't have
kind
any?
of is screwed up because, yeah.
Well, oh
That's
well,
alright.
no biggie. You would have just got a whole bunch of,
Good stuff.
yeah,
That you just pulled.
a whole bunch of unique districts, but
That you just pulled.
it's alright, there's somewhere back in the deck. You get 2?
Yeah.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Alright. Now we're square. Now I can
Great.
build,
Thanks.
I can build up to
Nice
2
cards.
districts if I had enough money. And I don't. So I'm just going to build, right off the bat, I'm going to build a castle for $4.
If that castle was in those 2 cards that you pulled out,
I've had this.
you have.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, I did. I've had that for the whole game. And that's it. So you're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Let us begin. Wow, one more building on
I
you.
didn't get to take my 2 cards.
Does that make you mad?
Yeah.
Why?
This whole game is invalid.
It's invalid now. All right, go ahead. Burn one of these. Would you? Be so
Yeah.
kind.
Wow. You knew exactly what you wanted.
I know what I'm going for here.
Do
I
you?
need to try to end this quickly.
Do you?
Well, yeah, you're getting really close to the end here. I don't like the way this is going.
No?
No,
Not one bit?
not one bit. I just don't have the money.
Young money.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'll go with that and I'll burn. That. Alright.
Mm. Really? Oh, the game ends after the current round, not the turn, right?
Correct.
Oh, well that's
So I get
Bollocks.
a turn.
bollocks.
You'd be now if it were me going first and I finished it, you'd be all mad if you didn't get to finish your turn. You just want to end it and
I
score.
want to end it. That I would have chosen a different person had I known that.
No, this game is doubly invalid.
It's doubly invalid. I guess I'll do this.
Alright. What are you gonna do?
I don't like this at all.
Neither do I. This could have gone better for me.
Alright, let's go do this.
Okay. Do we have a witch?
No.
Do we have a spy?
No.
Seer.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, randomly take 1 card from each player's hand and add it to yours. Okay, and then I get to give you 1 back.
You get to.
That's what happens?
You have to.
Oh, I must.
You must.
And I can build up to 2 districts, right?
You can.
Okay. And I'll take her money, so I'll take the $2.
$2. Alright. There you go.
6, And I'll build this harbor.
The harbor. Very good.
Okay, your turn.
All right.
Or
Do we
who's
have a
next?
Patrician?
No.
We do. We have Patricia right here. I get 1 card for each of my noble districts, so I happen to have 3. So I'll take 3 cards. And I will take my 2 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That would have been nice early on. I get to build a district now. So I will pay 2 gold and just build a I can't build a market. Dang it. Because I already have one. Damn, man. This is bad.
Why?
Because I can't build what I want to build.
Why?
Take my 2 gold back.
Oh.
I'm not going to build anything.
Take cards.
No, I don't like to take cards. I'm just going to build. I took gold. I paid it because I was going to
Yeah.
build I was going to build a market, but I have a
You have
market.
one.
You can't build 2 of the same building.
Ugh.
So, bishop.
Bishop. Why is he so small, that bishop?
Because he's tiny.
He's a little
He's
man.
a little bishop. You take gold or cards?
I get gold for each of my religious districts, and I have 1 religious district, so I'll take that 1.
All right.
And I think I'll take the card.
Take the card.
Cards.
Sure.
No, I'm not sure.
No.
I'm not sure. Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't. I guess it doesn't really matter, right?
No. This is your last turn.
I'll take the cards anyway.
All right. Choose 1.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Okay. And I will build the docks.
Ooh.
And that's the only time you can build more than 8, right? Is if it
Is at the
happens
end.
during this
Yep.
last.
So
round.
because you've triggered end game.
Yeah.
And it's at the end of this round.
Right.
So that's the end of your turn.
Mhm.
I'm going to start by taking $2. Because I know I'm going next.
Mhm.
With the merchant, so I'm going to gain 1 extra gold and 1 gold for each of my trade districts. So I have 2 trade districts. So I'm going to get $1, $2, $3.
2 drakes.
2 drakes. So 3, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to build the biggest building I can build
Mhm.
because that's where I'm going to get all the points.
All the points.
All the points. So I'll build this for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it.
All right.
Because I can't build more than 1.
Nope.
That stinks. Alright, so that ends the game.
So quick.
Damn. Alright, so let's score it up. You get 1 point for each dollar on your district, so how many do you have?
Let me add them up.
Alright. That's 10. Alright.
I think I'm off the.
You're off the grid.
I'm off the grid completely. That's 10, 10. 5 and 5.
So it's 10, 10, and 10.
There. 10, 30.
So you have
Perfect.
30. I've
Okay.
got 10, 26.
Okay.
You get 3 points for having at least 1 district of each type.
Mhm.
Do you?
So I get 3. Yeah, because I don't have a noble, but the haunted quarter counts as any district type at the end of the game.
Okay, so I have a noble, a military, a trade, a religious, and a unique. Right there. So I've got them all as well. So we each get 3. So
Okay.
26, 29, and you have.
33.
All right. 4 points for you.
Mhm. 37.
All right, and I get 3. I get 2.
Mhm.
That's 31. Any unique district points?
No, I don't think so.
All right, and
That's
I
it.
think that's it. I don't get any points for my gold. That stinks.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it. So I had 31, and you had
37.
wow.
It's really close.
You took me on that last build.
I did. Yeah. That was close, though. That was good.
It's always close.
It is.
No
It
matter
always
what.
is.
No matter how we play it, it's always
Yeah.
close. All right,
Let's go talk about it.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
Citadels.
That's fun.
A lot of fun.
It's so fast.
Really, it's such a fast-playing game.
It's like by the time you feel like you know what you're doing and you have the money to do it.
It's over. It ends so quick.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. So
Yeah.
from a replayability standpoint, what do you think?
I think this has a tremendous amount of replayability.
Excellent. Yes.
With 3 rolls
Mm-hmm.
per roll, really, roll category.
Right. Yeah.
You know, even though in a lower player count, you only get to use the 8
Mm-hmm.
different categories of rolls, you get to choose from 3 different types of those categories, and I think
Right.
that adds a ton of
Yeah.
variability to the game.
Right.
And you also have unique districts that really
Exactly.
change up the way
Yeah.
the buildings come out. So
Yeah.
I think with all of that, I mean, for such a small game,
Yeah,
it
for
adds
sure.
a ton of replayability.
Well, and I
to it.
think that too, like adding the extra players to play as well also gives it some replayability.
Larger
as well,
player
because
count,
it's like,
yeah.
the larger player count you have, the more unique experience you're going to have with the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have different people kind of interacting with each other. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right, I would agree. How about weight?
It's a light game.
It is light.
Yeah, it's super
a
light.
it's not
Yeah,
hard.
as far as city builders go,
Yeah.
it's about as light as it gets,
Right.
right? I mean,
You pay for your building, you put
that's
it in your
it.
tableau.
Yeah, you're
That's
you're
it.
kind of like almost set collecting, but not really. You know what I mean? Because you're
Yeah.
trying to build unique districts where you're going to gain the most points.
Right, exactly.
And that's really it. Once you know the roles, and the roles tell you exactly what to do on the card. So
Yeah. Yeah. This would definitely, I think, well, we'll talk about who it's for in a bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a light game.
light, yeah. For sure.
All right, what about components?
Oh, these are really nice.
They're very good.
Very, very good. Nice tarot sides cards for the rolls, and you know, and good quality, good stock. I mean, it's what you'd expect from Asmodee.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they don't fall short. The artwork is
the art
beautiful.
is really pretty.
Beautiful, as always. You know,
Yeah.
definitely met my expectations
Okay.
as far as art goes. Yeah, beautiful.
Great. What about the theme?
Theme is great. It works. It's
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, you
Yeah.
feel like you're playing these different roles, you
Right.
know, in a medieval setting,
Right.
and building a city, and you're all these different like aristocrats and,
Uh-huh.
and like political or prestigious powers.
Right.
You know.
And now we've played it with a couple different setups.
Sure,
But I
yeah.
think that even the setups kind of feed into the theme a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because you have, and we didn't really go over what some of the setups are, but like you have a really like take that setup that's like these like aristocrats going at each other
Yeah.
the entire time. You have another one that's like more serious bluffing.
Yeah, there's more
Yeah.
espionage. There's
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
assassins where you can
Right,
actually
right.
kill other roles, and
Yeah.
and that's really cool because it just changes the way the game
Yeah.
plays entirely.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. What about the fun factor?
That's a
Did
lot of
you have
fun.
fun?
Oh yeah, because
Do you continue to have fun?
I do every time I play because it's just it's a bite-sized game.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's quick enough that once you're finished, you're like, man, I want to jump back in and just do it again, and that's a sign of a good game. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so really, really good game.
What about setup?
Setup is easy. I mean, once you get the cards down, I think you just have to pick your roles, pick the tokens for those roles, get the districts out. But if you go by the chart in the book, it tells you exactly what cards you need to build the district deck, and that's all there is
It's
to
very
it. Like
easy.
what you saw on the table, that's really it. That's all
Yeah.
there is to setting this game up very quick.
All right, so what about the audience? Who is this game for?
This could be for anybody. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
would absolutely agree.
I think even like more serious gamers, this is one of those where, you know, you could play after a heavy game.
Yeah.
Or before as like a primer, or just kind of
Right.
like killing some time.
Uh-huh.
It takes up almost no table space
Right.
whatsoever. And it could fit, you know, a huge amount of players, like 8 players is
Right,
big,
right.
you know, and it'll play fast. It won't be an 8-player game that's going to take you 4 hours. It's going
Right.
to take you 60 minutes probably
Yeah.
at most. And I think it'll be a lot more fun.
I was going to say,
more players.
it's very, very fun. So, you know, even though it's light,
Yeah.
you know, it's light enough that, like, anybody that's, like, maybe new to this sort of game could pick it up and play it pretty
Mhm.
easily. I mean, you're buying buildings for the cost on the building
Yeah,
with
yeah.
actual money. Like, there's no, and all your instructions are on the card, so it's very easy.
Yeah,
But at the same
for sure.
time, it is a lot of fun to play with a bunch of other people.
Yeah, I think it would be really good because I think, you know, even though we don't like to take that mechanic,
Mhm.
you know, there's no direct attacking in this game.
Exactly.
You know, you're attacking a roll.
Right.
And the way the order of, and it's very specific. When you start out and you're the crown player and you start calling out the rolls, and they're in sequential order. You go from 1 to 8, and all of the real attacker rolls are in the early numbers because they obviously need to have a roll to attack, and it has to be a roll that hasn't gone yet. Because it's not about attacking a certain player, right? It's about attacking a certain role. So it's not like, hey, Joe, I'm going after you, and I want to take all your money because you have tons of money. I have to sort of guess what role Joe might take this round. If I see he's killing it, he's got tons of money, he's got a lot of districts, and I want to maybe assassinate his role this round to kind of stall him. I'm gonna have to think, well, maybe he's probably gonna take the king, you know, because he's been taking the king, or he's got a lot of trade districts, so he's gonna want the trader or the merchant, you know.
Well, and it could be defensive too. I mean, because some of your your seer allows you to, would allow another player maybe to take from you. So like if you have, I know there was one point in our game that I had 2 of those unique districts, and I'm like, oh my god, I hope he doesn't take the seer, and like takes one of my cards. So I might choose to assassinate that role, not even really knowing who is going to get it. I just don't want anyone to have it.
Right.
You know, and similarly, I think, you know, we had the witch this time and we didn't use her, but she would have allowed us to kind of like take another role. And again, you're hurting somebody else, but it's also like, but this is going to benefit me, and that's really why you're doing it. Right,
and that's also part of the I think the downside of a lower player count, like in a 2-player game where a character like the witch or the assassin or the thief, you've got to choose another role that you're going to attack, and the odds are that neither of us are going to have that role, so it's kind of a wasted turn. Because I could say, all right, I'm going to pick the witch, and I'm going to stall the bishop, for example. You know, I'm gonna put a curse on the bishop, and nobody picks the bishop. You know, you don't pick the bishop, so then all of a sudden I'm like, all right, well, you know, the witch really doesn't get to do anything special. You know, she just took her turn. Or I get to assassinate another role that no one else took. So I just wasted a role when I could have had much more of a benefit from taking like the merchant, for example. You know what I mean, and earn some extra gold that round because it's so tight in a 2-player game. So that's where it kind of loses some of its luster, I think, with lower player counts, where if you're playing with 5, 6, or 7 or 8 players, the rules are going to go. So you have a good shot at getting a player with that. So I think that's where, I mean, I wish they had maybe, you know, lower numbered roles that fit more for the 2-player game. That's my only con for this.
I would agree.
All
right. I think that's it. So conclusions, I don't know if you have anything else to say, or you want to save it, maybe?
So I think we'll probably talk about this again and further. We try to do more brief reviews, right, in the videos, just to keep the video sizes down, because the full playthrough, you know, they're typically an hour plus, right? So I think we'll do a shorter review on the video, and then we'll do a more in-depth and extensive review on our podcast. So if you haven't checked out the podcast, please go check it out. We have a website, antlabgames.com, where you will find links, direct links to the podcast. You can stream it, or you could go to iTunes, look up Antlab Games on iTunes and pull it down there.
And Google Play.
And Google Play, So actually even they get FM, Real FM, or whatever that's called.
Yeah, I think they like all feed
into they all kind of feed into each other. So if you look for it, you'll find it. We've got 2 episodes up to date. And many more to come. So we'll probably include this one in our podcast this Sunday. We do them once a week, and you'll hear more about Citadels. So this is a game we definitely enjoy. As far as rating goes, I think this is an absolute great game. You know, I without a doubt, I'd say this is a great one. A lot of fun, probably even more with larger player counts. But you know, our review is based on a 2-player playthrough, and I think that's where it kind of sticks in the great segment, because it's a lot better. And I think if we had based this review on a full 8-player, we'd probably love it even more. But that's the only thing kind of holding it back for us, at least. You know, that's, again, these reviews are our opinion, and that's what we're sticking with. So hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Hope you enjoyed the brief review, and again, you'll hear more of it on our podcast. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and
see ya.
Bye-bye.